Welcome to Everlasting Talk. Hello, this is Everlasting Talk. I'm your host, Evaristo. Today in the Biography series, I'm talking about Mao Zedong. Before we get started, make sure to check out my merch store on Teespring. Search for Everlasting Talk. There's different products there as well. Also follow on Instagram and at Everlasting Talk and also on YouTube. Thank you, and you can like that. You can like and subscribe there. So Mao Zedong, let's go over him. He is also known as the Chairman Mao of the Chinese Communist leader who founded the People's Republic of China, which is still currently around to this day. A government which, it's been ups and downs the last couple centuries. Mao Zedong was born on December 26, 1893, in Shaoshan, China, under the name Mao Zedong. Sorry if I said that wrong. He was the son of a farmer, his family forcing him to work on their farm at the age of 13. He would eventually leave his family, where he would go ahead and study Western ideas and would eventually lead to helping in a revolt against the Qing dynasty, eventually enlisting as a soldier. He was influenced by the likes of Napoleon Bonaparte and others. Once the new government came into power, he was out of a job, went to different schools, and would eventually graduate in 1918. He would go ahead and join the New People's Study Society, later to be the Communist Party. He would actually be in Peking University when the fifth fourth movement happened. Protests over the Paris Peace Conference, leading to the Chinese Communist Party in 1921. Mao would have helped establish orgs and not fully accept communist ideas until 1921. He would remain a busy man. It took violence against the farmers to fully charge his views and, go towards his more radical communist ideal. Mao Zedong would lead groups of followers throughout the countryside, in two hundreds of thousands of people. Um, he kept moving forward into the 1930s and 40s. A little break before we continue. I want to let you know to check out our merch store, teespring.com. Search for Everlasting Talk. Follow on Instagram at Everlasting Talk, and also subscribe and like on YouTube. Okay, let's continue. In 1949, he would take over the party, took over the People's Republic of China, creating tensions with the USSR, other known as Russia. Kept going after others. After Stalin's death, the Great Leap Forward launched in 1958, effectively causing more tension with the Soviet Union. The Cultural Revolution would start from 1966 to 1976, leading to about 100,000 to millions of people being killed, executed. I think because he just wanted to, keep power, so he kept doing these things where people would and eventually be killed. Mao would eventually get sick, not knowing from what it was, but it was a state secret, so the government wouldn't share with anyone what it actually was, because they wanted to just see their leader as fearless, and there's like, what's that thing, like a god complex. Um, so eventually he would have 2 or 3 heart attacks within 7 months. He would pass away on September 9th, 1976, at the age of 82 years old. There was mourning all throughout China. As nobody worked. Everybody was just mourning his loss, and his legacy has been controversial, influential, important. He's been actually one of the most important people in the 20th century. I mean, it's pretty much shaped what China is today. Obviously China will end up is moving away from the communist ideas, because they're moving to more capitalist ideas with, their economy and such. But you know, there was good. Good came along with it, but also the deaths of tens of millions of people. Actually they've predicted actually about like up to 80 million people in China. So yeah, it's kind of controversial about that. And it depends on who you ask, actually. Like, some people would be like, he is revolutionary, he was the greatest man of all time, and others would say he was the worst man of all time, you know? So it's really, obviously you would gauge your opinion on how what you study about him, what people say about him. And his studies, his statues, his statues over China, you can see them what's that, in Beijing, you can see it everywhere. They have the big portrait of him and everything. And I would actually check out some some quotations from Chairman Mao. It's like a book in 1964. You can also check the Red Book of Guerrilla Warfare from Mao Zedong. So yeah, I mean, I know this biography is short, but I like keeping it short, letting you guys know what it's about. But yeah, like I mentioned before, like, always do your own research. There's other people you could look at too as well. He, obviously, like I mentioned, you can see if you like him or not, depending on how history shows them. And before I go, I'll let you guys know. Thank you guys for listening. Follow Everlasting Talk on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. And leave a like. And your feedback is helpful. So until next time, guys, thank you so much. Bye bye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Everlasting Talk. For more content, follow us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at Everlasting Talk. Thank you.